Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Triple Killer by Wuschel. Or Wuschel. He does provide a pronunciation guide, and I can't remember what it was. Let's say Wuschel. I'm sorry. This is one that testing has told me watch out for. Be prepared to use almost every trick that you have, and I have been provided a slight hint with this one, which if it becomes up I will reveal. So what else? I'm going to mention again the poll for the best puzzle of 2022 on my channel has come out, and I'll provide details below. You can go and vote on puzzles that have been nominated by my Patreons from the best of the 12 months leading up to the 30th of November. And of those puzzles, you can go and place 5 votes for which ones of those you think is the best. If you provide an email address, you're in the running to win a PDF of Sudoku puzzles, which is paid, and I will buy and have the purchase token sent to the email address provided. And if then I will delete all the email addresses. I don't have any reason to keep that information. I think that's really all that's going on. There's a lot of other stuff going on, but none of it's relevant to you. So let's have a look at the puzzle. Triple Killer by Wuschel. I'm sorry. Normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. The indicated diagonal must also contain the digits 1 to 9 without repetition, so we can't repeat digits on the indicated diagonal. There's only a positive diagonal, not a negative diagonal in this puzzle, so okay. Then we've got killer cages. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits cannot repeat within cages, which is completely irrelevant. I mean, that's what I put in the rules, but it's completely irrelevant. It's killer rules. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Great. That's what we've got. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Okay. So, there are no extreme cages. I mean, 20 is as close as we get to an extreme cage. But there's lots of ways of doing 20. There's not even a fourth digit in a 20 cage. So yes, 20 cage. There are 4 ways of doing 20 in 3. 3 of them use a 9. There's 5 ways of doing an 11 cage. There's 4 ways of doing a 10 cage. There's 8 ways of doing a 15, 7 of doing a 13. 3 ways of doing a 9 cage. So this is the most restricted cage in the puzzle. And all I know about this is it can't take a 7, an 8, or a 9. Because if I put a 7 in here, it would be with 2 1s. 8 would be with 1 and 0. And 9 would be with 2 0s. Okay, I am going to reveal the clue I was given because I don't want to waste time. I was told that by the tester that this does not involve set, so no set equivalence theory required for this. So I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. That's not help. That's not helping. So this can't take a 7, an 8, or a 9. So that is interesting. Because where does... These 3 digits can't go up here. So those don't contain yellow. So these digits are all in here. But these are 20 cages that have lots of 7s, 8s, and 9s in them. If these were yellow and these were yellow, These would be 29 and 29. 29 leaves 16. So this would be 16 because an entire box sums to 45. So if this is 29, 45 minus 29 is 16. So this would be 16 and this would be 16. That's if yellow goes in here. So if there's none of these in here at all. So 16 and 16 is 32. 32 and 9 is nowhere near 45. So yellow has to go in here. At least, yeah, that doesn't help me though. Oh, I'm looking at this backwards. Oh, if this and this were the same, let's call them purple, where would purple go in box 8? Because so say this was, let's just pick one. Let's say this was 389. If this was 389 and this was 389, like this, then I've used all of the 3s, the 8s, and the 9s in these columns and in these boxes. So this would become 389 and this would be a 20 cage. And that's not a 20 cage. So these cannot be the same. Any digit. So whatever digit. So. And any digit that I put in here, in both of these, does end up in here. So even if I was to put a 9 in here and a 9 in here, that would put a 9 in here, and I can't take a 7, an 8, a 9 in here. So I can't repeat a 7, an 8, or a 9. But of the 4 options for a 20 cage, 3 of them need 9. So one of these, I don't know which, is 5, 7, 8. I'm putting that in there. Don't know that that's 5, 7, 8. I know one of these is 5, 7, 8. And then I can't repeat. The other one contains a 9 because it has to, because it can't be 5, 7, 8, because if it is, this is 5, 7, 8, and that's not a 20 cage. So the other one contains a 9, but it can't have a 7 or an 8 in it. So it's 5, 6, 9, because the other options are 3, 8, 9 or 4, 7, 9. But if I did that, I'd have to put a 7 or an 8 down here, and I can't do it. So the other one, and again, I don't know which order, but that means that there's a 5 in here. There is a 5 in here, there is a 5 in here, there is a 5 in here. 5 in a 9 cage means the other 2 digits have to sum to 4. So they're 135. This is absolutely a 135 cage. These are 5, 6, 9 and 5, 7, 8. And they don't have to have 9s, they have to have 5s. And that's me done with the colouring. So this is a 15 cage without a 1, without a 3, and without a 5. So it's got a 2 in it. And yes, I am using the killer calculator. Once again, if I didn't, you would be sitting here watching me do numbers in my head forever. This 10 cage can't have a 5 in it. So it's got a 1 in it. There is a 1 in one of those two. So there's a 1 in one of those two. That's really cool. But what does it do? Well, I've got to put a 3 in here. So there's a 3 in here. And there's a 3 in here. It's the same thing. This 10 cage has a 1 in it. If I put a 1 in this 10 cage, then I'd have to put a 1 up here. And if I put a 1 up here, because I'd have all of the 1s for the rows taken up. If I put a 1 in this 10 cage, then this 20 cage has a 1 in it, and it would need 2 digits summing to 19, which would be 9 and 10. Not in this puzzle, so this can't have a 1 in it. This is 2, 3, 5. Now this can't have a 2 in it, because if this was 1, 2, 7, there'd be a 2 up here, and I'd need 2 digits summing to 18, which would be 9 and 9. There's no 2 in this cage. So this is 1, 3, 6. There's no 3. There's no 1 or 3 here. This is a 6, first digit. This is a 1, 3 pair, which means this is not the 3. This is a 1, 3 pair. This is not the 3. There is a 3 in this 20 cage, which means it's 3, 8, 9. Which means there's no 8 or 9 in here. Wait a minute. So this is 5, 6, 7. So this is 8 or 9. Because I need to have an 8 or a 9 in this cage. 6. Hang on, there's no 6 here. This is 5, 7. 5, 7 goes with 8. So 5, 7, 8 is down here. So this is not 5, 7, 8. This is 5, 6, 9. Eight is right there by Sudoku, because 8 is not in there. This 8 knocks it out of there, and it doesn't go in a 10 cage. That's an 8. This is weird. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, and 9. Which really does nothing. No, that's the 2. Because where does 2 go in this row? Can't put it there, can't put it in there, and the 2 is already taken up in this box. That's the 2. There is no 2 there. That is a 4, 9. 9 is in one of those 2. So this 15 cage, it's got a 2. It's either 2, 4, 9 or 2, 6, 7. Yeah. This is a 2. Because this 2 takes 2 out of those, and there's no 2 in any of those. This is a 2, which takes 2 out of those and makes this a 2. So this is either the 4, 9 or the 6, 7. And I can't see which one. Does mean that's an 8, though. And this is a 4, 9 or a 6, 7. And it's not a 4, 9. This is not the 4, 9, because that would break this. This is not the 4, 9. This is the 6, 7. This is the 6, 7. That's the 4, 9, which takes 9 out of there and makes that a 9. This 5, 6 looks down, making that 7 and that 5. And this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7, 9 pair. This 9 looks down, making that 4 and that 9. Okay. So let's mark this triple in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. And have I taken all of this as far as it can go? I think so. So now I need to look at something else. Now this is the one with the most information because it's also on the diagonal. But I still don't know anything about it. Well, there's no 9 in this 13 cage. So this has a 1 or a 2 in it. Oh, it doesn't have a 2 in it. I can't put a 2 anywhere in this cage. So it doesn't have 2. So it's 137 or 146. So there is a 1 in this cage, which means there's a 1 in the 13 cage, which is 148 or 157. Because it can't have a 9 in it. So this is 17, or sorry, 1 and 3 here with a 7 there. If it's 1, 4, hang on a minute. If this is 137, I've got 1 and 3 in here. I need to put 1 and 3 in here. And 1 and 3 leaves 9 left over, and I can't put 9 in here. The only way to make a 13 cage would be 139. So I can't put 1 and 3 in here. This is 146. This is insane. This is now a 146 triple. Oh, I can't put 4 on the diagonal. This is bonkers. 1 6 is now looking back, making this 3 and this 1. It takes 3 out of there. This is absolute bonkers. There's no 4 there. Okay, 6 is down here. I've already got 8. 1 is in here. Don't know about 2. 3 I've got. 1 is in here. 4 is in here with 1. 5 I don't know. 6. 7 is down here. So actually 3 is down here. Right, I've already got that. So 3, yeah. So the ones I don't know about are 2 and 5. But I do know that this is a quad now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. That's not a 9. That's not an 8. Okay, what do I know about this? If it's 1, 4, 8... there's no 6 in here. So where is 6 in row 1? Because I can't put it in here because this is 1, 4, 6. And I can't put it in here because if I put 1 and 6 together, I'd need another 6. So this is a 6 and this is a 5. Which did absolutely nothing. It did absolutely nothing. So these are from 148 or 157. 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. So this is a pair. This is a 2, 3 pair. So these are from 5, 7, 8, 9. And there's no 5 here. So 5 is looking down in this column and not here. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 5. And that's resolved these triples. This is 267, and this is 145. And that's because the 5 is now here, pushing the 5 up here, and the 2 is here, pushing the 2 down here. This is weird. This 8 is looking up, taking 8 out of there. This has given me a 7-9 pair. So I can't put a 7, an 8, or a 9 in here. But I need to have, this is a 19 cage. It needs to have an 8 or a 9, and it can't go there. So this is the 8-9, and I can never put a 7 in this cage. And it can't be 2-8-9 because I need to put another 8-9 here, and I can't. So this is either, this must have a 6 in it, and it's 4, 5, 6, and must have a 6. So there's no 6 in those. This is 1, this is 4, this is 6. There's no 4 here. That takes 4 out of here. This is 5, 6, which is 11, and now I need another 8. This is insane. It takes 8 out of there. 5, 6. So this is 2 or 3, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 2 or 3, and this 2. This is beautiful. And then that did almost nothing. Oh, it takes 3 out of there. But every time I feel like it does nothing, there's another thing hiding. This 6 looks down, making this 1 and this 6, which forced 6 in here, and that's fine. So these are 2, 7, and 9, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2, 7, and 9. There's no 2 there. So this is the 2. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 7, and 9. Yeah. Hang on, I've resolved. Oh no, I've still got this 15 cage. This one has made this 3 and this 1. I've already got that there's no 4 there. Well, my tester was right. Apparently they spent some time going down a set rabbit hole, and you know what? I'm glad I didn't have to. That would have been a terrible video, watching me spend any time on that at all. So it's got to be this, right? It can't have a 1 in it. So it can't, okay, I can eliminate options one by one. It can't be 2, 4, 9, because the 2 would have to go here. This would be 4, 9, and that doesn't work. So this is not 2, 4, 9. 2, 5, 8, maybe. 2, 6, 7, maybe. Well, it has to have a 2, a 3, or a 4 in it. Actually, that's important. It must start, the lowest digit in a 15 cage must be 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, I can't put a 1 in this cage at all. And if I put a 2, a 3, or a 4 in it, because of the 2, 3, 4 here, this has to be the 2, 3, 4. So these are from the higher digits. 3, 4, 8 is eliminated because 3, I couldn't put 4, 8, 4, I couldn't put 3, 8. So 3, 4, 8 is eliminated. So the digits are from 5, 6, 7, and 8. So these are only from 5, 6, 7, and 8. So is there a conflict between these cages? Like if this was... If it was 4, 5, 6, what would this be? Nothing. I need to put a 4 or a 5 in this cage. So this can't be 4, 5, 6. So it can't have 4 as the lowest digit. So 4, 5, 6 is not possible. 3, 5, 7 would leave this as 1, 4, 8. Okay. 258 breaks this. If this is 258, this can't be either because I can't use 148 or 157. So this can't be 258. 267. Well, there's no 8 in here anymore. I've eliminated both options that use 8. So there is a 7 in here. So there's no 7 up here. This is 148. 148 means this is the 7. This is the 8. This is the 4. Let me undo that and make sure I did that right. Yep, this is the 4. The 7 comes out of here. The 8 comes out of here. This is the 5. There's no 5 here anymore. There's no 8 here anymore. This is a 7-9 pair. This is the 8. This 7 looks across, making that 9 and that 7, which makes that 9 and that 7, which makes that 9. The 9 comes out of here for multiple reasons. Okay, so these are actually 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 5, 6, 7 triple, but the 7 has to be in the cage. And these are 2, 3, 9. This 9 makes this 4 and this 9, which puts 9 not on here, but 9 has to be on the diagonal. Actually, I can remove the 5 from the diagonal. So there's no 5 on the diagonal. This is 7, this is 8, this is 9. The 9 looks up, meaning there's no 9 there. The 2, 3 pair makes this 9, which takes 9 out of there. I can take 8 out of there. This is 3, there's no 3 here. This 9 makes this 8, which makes this 9. The 8 brings the 8 out of here. 7 takes 7 out of there. That's the 7. There's no 7 here. There's no 8 here. This becomes the 8. The 4 takes the 4 out of there. 7 comes out of there. This 7 makes this 6 and this 7, which takes 7 out of there as well, which places the 7 in there. This is a triple in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6, and there must be a 6 in here. This is the only cage that's not fully resolved now. This is... Oh, that's so beautiful. This is either 2, 6 or 3, 5, and it can't be 2, 6 or it would break that self. This is 3, 5. This is 6. This is 2. There's no 6 here. There's no 2 here. There's no 5 here. There's no 5 here. This is still not giving up. I don't know if I want to look at rows, columns. Okay, so there's a quad here, which is 1, 2, 4, 6. So this is from 1, 2, 4, or 6, and it's not 2. So this is from 1, 4, or 6. That's a 1, 4, 6 triple. This becomes the 2, this becomes the 7, this becomes the 6. That means this is not the 6, this is the 6. There's no 6 here. This gives me a 1, 4 pair in the row, so this is not a 1. So that means 1, 2, 3, or 5. This is from 3, 5, and 6, and there's a 3 and a 6. So this is a 5, which means this is a 3, this is not a 3, this is a 6, this is a 5, this is a 1, this is a 5. The 1 looks across, making this 4 and this 1. The 5 looks up here, making this 1, which looks down, making this 4, which makes this 1. This is so cool. The 5 looks up, making this 4 and this 5. The 4 looks up, making this 1 and this 4. And then this is a 2, 3 pair. And this 3 makes this 2 and this 3. And that is Triple Killer by Wuschel. Oh my lord. That is nuts. So I've been doing a lot of killer recently, and that's yeah. I've actually been putting some time aside to do some personal solving. I'm still trying to get that third pack done. I am working on it, I promise, but I don't have a lot of free time right now, so I'm not going to promise any dates or anything. It could be months. I really don't know. But I have been doing a lot of killer recently, and that that 20 cage deduction and then using it again is the sort of thing that I do in my puzzles. So that was cool. And even after that, it did not give up. And it was then used again, basically, up here. And then you just had constant pressure of the same type. Once you get in, it's something I like to do with my puzzles. And I'm not saying that this was based on anything I did. This was beautiful. I would never have come up with something like this. But um, getting it, the first trick sort of got it into your head, and then once it was in your head you could then just reuse the same trick over and over. Beautifully done, absolutely stunning. Yeah, this is the sort of puzzle I wish we would see more of on CTC. Simple, elegant, single idea, beautifully presented, and not too far out of the reach. Like, doesn't have to be an hour long monster. Yeah, beautiful puzzle. Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, as always, I really do hope you're liking the content and everything. And as always, good luck with your solving.